It is Thursday afternoon, and Jim Goodwin still isn't sacked. We made that fed last night. I mean, I thought he was gone, but yeah, I think it's going to depend on the cup game. But then we're reading articles everywhere saying about what lies ahead for the next month for Jim Goodwin. I'll tell you what lies ahead: a P45 and a wee trip down to the job centre. But Aberdeen keeping with our man. But as we dive into the gossip column, I don't know if he'll be in it. He might be, but Celtic are turning their attention away from Gue-Seung and towards his fellow South Korean striker Hyun-ji, Oh Hyun-ji, 21 of Sohan Samsung Blue Wings. I don't know if he was a part of the South Korean squad at the World Cup, but you know he might be. I guess if they're opting, he's 3 years younger, which is always a plus. Like, but I don't know. I mean, that just seems like Celtic are jobbing out. I mean, I don't understand why. Like, again, I've talked about it a million times before. I'll talk about it again. Where the fuck is all the Champions League money? Is the Champions League money a myth, or Rangers and Celtic just both keeping it to themselves? And that's a dig at both teams, right? Before anyone goes, Rangers don't spend any money, or Celtic spending the money, like truly, like they were bragging about Ange's net spend the other day, and it's like minus 1.2 million. I mean, it's like, oh, he's been fucking back to the moon there. Like compared to the Rangers, like yeah, he's just done a better. Celtic have just done a better job of recruitment. But you'd expect Celtic and Rangers with this money to actually spend a bit more, or maybe I'm delusional. But anyway, Rangers manager Michael Beale has rebuffed Russell Martin's suggestion that the Ibrox side have had a bid turned down for the 22-year-old Morgan Whittaker. And I tell you what, Russell Martin, son, you were fucking shite for Rangers, and you should have given us the player for free. How bad he was. Like, you almost forget that Russell Martin even played for Rangers, and maybe to some people you did forget. Well, there you go, there's your wee reminder. What says here, English winger Ryan Kent says he will be discussing his future at Rangers with Beale soon. Get him and Alfredo signed up. Like, when I made that fed, 5 players Rangers should keep. A lot of people critical about Morelos, right? And he's still nowhere near back to his best. But look at him against Kelly, man. 2 goals and an assist. Can you complain with it? And I thought his overall play was pretty good. Don't know how you get booked for that, by the way. But again, Morelos, he's different gravy when he's on it. And, we saw glimpses of him being on it last night. Celtic boss Ange Postecoglou says, Greece striker Giamakis is going nowhere. And he actually said there'll be no comings and there'll be no goings. So does that tell us that Juranovic and Giamakis ain't going nowhere? I mean, I could see Giamakis not leaving, but with Juranovic, it's like you've 3 right backs now. And Alistair Johnson has essentially completely replaced Juranovic. Like, literally. Like, do Celtic fans even care if they lose Juranovic now? I mean, I think the only thing they'll care about losing him is the fee. Because, of course, no one's happy with what, 6.2 or 7 million, whatever it is, linked to Monza or whatever. And it says, talking about Monza, it says here they are set to sign Paul Larola, who's 27 on loan from Marseille instead. Aberdeen are among a number of clubs who are interested in a loan move for Sunderland's Australian defender Bailey Wright. Does he play for Australia or is he just Australian? I mean, there could be a big difference there. But it says here Hibs are in no rush to accept Blackburn's offer for Ryan Porteous, with other clubs in the running for the Scotland defender and are targeting a new signing in time to face Hearts. Like, is it no a bit pish that Hibs have hyped up the fact that they're going to keep Porteous just for the simple reason of, oh, we got to keep Ryan Porteous so he can take on Hearts twice in the 1 month. I think it is, even though he didn't even play against them in the other game, didn't he? Not he was it. Because I remember when that guy made the mistake in the corner, I thought it was Porteous because that's Porteous, that's Porto things, man. That's Porto things, but it wasn't. Midfielder Connor Rowan, a one-time target of Aberdeen and Hearts after starting for St Mirren last season, is set for a permanent move to the MLS. That's a bit of a weird one. Aberdeen still have concerns over arrangements for away fans for next Monday's Scottish Cup tie at Derval. But the host chairman, John Gallo, says he will prove the Dons could have had 800 more supporters at the game. Everett may be tempted to replace Frank Lampard with former boss Davy Moyes, despite the Scotsman's position at West Ham. Well, I mean, he could. I think both will be gone regardless, but Davy Moyes, of course, Everton's best spell in fucking 30 years was under Moyes. It's 20 years ago, 15 years ago. So yeah, I can definitely see that happening. In form, Albion Rovers winger Charlie Reilly who has had 15 goals in 20 games, has been attracting interest from plenty of clubs, according to boss Brian Reid. And of course, guys, last night Celtic won, Hearts won, and Rangers won. Hearts absolutely pummeling Aberdeen. Rangers scraping past Kelly. It was actually a good game, 5-goal thriller. Kelly, you know what? Didn't park the bus, they fucking went for it, and I respect that, especially from a Derek McKinn's side. And yeah, Celtic won 4-0, destroying St Mirren in the progress. A bit of a shaky start. Of course, Kobayashi started his first game, but I think people are saying that it's going to be him and Cameron Carter-Vickers as the new partnership going forward. So aye, guys, leave your thoughts down below. That's Fog Fitba. We'll be back with any breaking transfer news or managerial sackings, which I believe we expected to happen today, but we haven't seen any yet. So until next time, leave your thoughts down below, and peace.